What's going on, boys and ghouls? I'm Chain Smoking Mike. And today is it's not really like a smoking video, but just something that I want to vent some anger on. Christmas is coming up, right? And this particular holiday I hate with such a passion. I absolutely hate the point of Christmas. I hate everything about this stupid ass holiday. And I just hate it. I just absolutely hate Christmas. And and then my hatred of Christmas would make the Grinch look like a pussycat. Let's just say that. Like, if you try to go all like ho 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 and all this bullshit, I'm kicking you to the curb. I hate Christmas. For one, the whole concept of it just is has been distorted. I can understand if you're celebrating the birth of Christ and maybe like praying on the altar and what do you call it? And paying your respects to Jesus Christ. I can understand and respect that just a teeny bit. What really grinds my gears is all this commercialization of this holiday where you have to feel almost like you're entitled to buy someone gifts. Let's just say a lot of my extended family have been giving me the cold shoulder. Not necessarily because of bad behavior, although maybe it's so, but I'm not going to talk about that. But I have a dad, right? A birth dad. His name's Dimitri. Half the time I want to slit his throat, and half the time I want to hug him. Now, why do I have such bipolar emotions towards him? I'll tell you why. For 20, no, I take that back. For 22 years, I haven't had contact with him. He's pretty much like a sperm donor to me. That's all he means to me. And it really riles me to my core every time I say his name. If he really loved me, he would come to my place and spend time with me. But no, he's more concerned with his business. If he really loved me, right, he would spend more time with me. But no, he's more concerned with what he has to do and stuff like this. And our relationship is extremely transactional, right? Like if I have money and want to buy something for him, he's fine with it. But on the flip side, when I ask him to buy something for me, it's like, what do you need it for? Why do you need this? And this really aggravates the fuck out of me. I'm sorry, but this is just really grinding my gears. And I'm going to give him a taste of his own medicine. If he wants my love, he's going to have to buy it. You want a taste of America? Bring it on, motherfucker. That's just how I feel about him. He just really pisses me off. Anyway, that's enough about him. I don't want to talk about him anymore because if I talk more about him, I get really, really riled up. Anyway, on to the topic of Christmas. Why do I hate this holiday? Because it's been so distorted and perverted over the years. Maybe say back about 100 years ago, I could maybe respect Christmas a little more. Because back then people actually respected God and took God seriously. Nowadays it's all commercialized. And people only believe in God when it's convenient for them. When it's not, they don't even pay him any mind. I'm not a religious guy, but if you ask me, if you are religious, you take God very seriously and obey every commandment. And I don't really see that much. Be it with adultery, be it with ego, everything like this. This is one of the reasons why I don't like religion. Because people only use it when it's convenient for them, right? And that's why I have such an aggressive disdain, almost hatred towards just religion in general. Therefore, this black metal band, Watain. This band that I'm wearing right now keeps me grounded. It keeps my sanity. If I don't listen to music like this, I get really, really aggressive and run my mouth. All right? This is one of my biggest character flaws. If I get pissed off, I run my mouth. I don't hold back. And this particular flaw for me has been one of the main reasons for a lot of the failures in my past. Such as when I joined the army. I served, but I didn't make it. Part of it was because I ran my mouth and, spoke my mind a little too freely. They didn't like that, so that's another reason why I got kicked out. And no, I didn't get dishonorably discharged, because they didn't see me as that much of a problem. They just saw me as, something expendable. And that's fine. That's their opinion. And then I was in this OTA program, a therapist program. I had the brains for it, but my heart wasn't in it. It never was. How can you convince someone to do something when their heart is not in the work? You see where I'm getting at? Now I'm doing this language program, and I'm under some heat because something I wrote. There was a question, right? And it asked, why weren't you at the club? And I said something along the lines of, I don't attend those places because of unsavory characters and prostitutes. Not that necessarily that everyone over there is a whore, but that's just how I think. I have a very aggressive black and white view of things. It's hard for me to see things in the gray. That's just how I think. And sure, this is another character flaw of me. I've been noticing this pretty fluently. And I'm really trying to work hard in changing my mindset, but holy hell, it's hard. But part of growing up and becoming a man is to change your mindset, to stop, think, and change. Even though it's been kind of a struggle, I've been trying to work on it. In fact, I made a promise to the director to talk to her once I go back to school so that I can clarify and put a lid on the heat that's been marked upon me. So there's that. Anyway, I just wanted to vent a little bit because there's been a lot of, anguish, turmoil. I guess that's how you can point it. And I'm just trying to keep my cool and to not let the negativity overwhelm me. But man, if there's one thing about me, once you get to know me, I'm quite a negative Nancy. I don't really see the light at the end of the tunnel. I always seem to identify problems, be it if they exist or don't exist. And that is another character flaw of me. I must confess, I am a very flawed person. Do I regret this? Yes. Do I hate this? Somewhat. But that's just me. Right? Another thing about Christmas, right? That I absolutely hate. What is the point of it? Honestly. Surely I can understand maybe honoring your God, if there is one. Not saying that there is or isn't. I'm just saying, right? I can understand maybe if you pay your respects to Jesus and all the sacrifices he made to humanity. That's quite admirable. But what I don't understand is why do you want to piss away so much money, your hard-earned money that you busted your ass on for gifts to family that may or may not necessarily even know you exist? To me, that's pointless and quite stupid. So there's that. And thankfully in Russia, the whole attitude towards Christmas versus America is quite muted. I kind of appreciate this because I feel like Russians are very practical people. I respect this, actually. The only holiday they seem to take really, really seriously is New Year's. I'm debating whether or not I even want to see my family on New Year's because they've been kind of rubbing me the wrong way. Again, if they want me to come, they have to buy my love. As cutthroat as that sounds, that's how a lot of Americans work. And if you agree to disagree, feel free to share your experiences and perceptions into the comments section down below. All right? Anyway, that's all I have for today. I just wanted to vent a little bit because I've been experiencing a lot of turmoil. And I just wanted to kind of vent about this so that you can hear exactly what's going on with me. And there's that. Anyway, I'm Chain Smoking Mike. I'm going to finish the cigarette. I'm too pissed off to talk anymore. If I speak anymore, I feel like I'm going to ruffle some feathers and rock the boat. Anyway, rock and roll, and I'll catch you on the flip side.